Hello, my dear friends. Hi. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the channel. I'm here today to give you your daily tarot reading for Saturday, September 10th. So we finally made it. It's the full moon tonight where I live. So we made it through to the full moon, and full moons can be a little bit of a rocky energy, but hopefully we're transitioning through that as smoothly as possible. And I'm going to get some cards for you, but I did want to tell you that I watched this amazing woman. Her name's Elena. Her channel is called Elena Alive, and she always gives really great information on astrology, the events, the transitions of the planets, and what they mean for you, and how you can use them to your benefit. So if you want to check out her channel, she's really great. And my other half actually bought me last year. He bought me she comes out with her own journals and planners and stuff like that. And this isn't like, I just enjoy them personally. It's not like, I don't have like, I'm not sponsored or anything like that. So this is just what I use and I love it. So she always lets you know when she lets you know about all the moon cycles, the first quarter moon and the last quarter moon and the new moons and the full moons. So it's just a lot of really great information to have, and I love watching her videos. She does a video like every month or maybe twice a month for to inform you on what all's going on astrologically. So she's a lot more informed about astrology than I am. I always say I'm not an astrologer. I don't claim to be an astrologer, but I do like to watch the astrological events because they can affect us. So the full moon tonight is the harvest moon, and I like to set my crystals out front. Like I have like little full moon rituals to help me release negative energies and negative emotions, and it's a really great time for that. So but we are going to see what today's energies have in store for us. So we're going to get 5 cards from this Apprentice Tarot deck, and then we'll get some clarifiers. And of course I had to use the Moonology deck because it's full moon and we want to see. So this was the first card out. This was the second. So I'm pretty excited. I like full moons. I like to purge and get rid of stuff that I don't need anymore. So, and everybody always says about spring cleaning, but I like to do fall cleaning too because sometimes it's good to get that energy out. All the stuff we've accumulated over summer that we no longer need. It's a good time to okay guys, so looks like the energy of the day is the King of Wands. So, and I think that's interesting because yesterday the King of Wands was the outcome, and on the bottom of the deck we have the Death card. So, and it says right here, the end, it's over, nothing lasts forever, transition, one phase ends and the next begins. So the Death card is not always a bad thing in tarot. Similar to like Tower energy, it's the breaking down and the ending of something, clearing something out to make room for something else. Because see, there's a sunshine in the background here, so this happiness is coming in for us. It's just starting to make its way in, but we need to make sure that there's room for it, right? So I do like that on the bottom of the deck energy. And the energy of the day is the King of Wands, which is a bold, it says bold leadership, decisiveness, motivating others, having a clear direction. And obviously the King of Wands is very driven and ambitious, and he's a good leader. He is a passionate leader. And the King of Wands does make me think of Leo energy. I mean, because it's a very fiery, something about today makes you want to really use your more powerful side, use your masculine energies, lean into them today, and really know that you have the strength that you need when you need it. And your energy is the Knight of Cups. So again, with the full moon, it could be a little bit an emotional time. It might be easier for us today to stay out of our mind a little bit because we're being kind of led by our emotions, right? But again, the Knight of Cups, like we've got this, 3 days in a row, I think. And this is like, I always say, he's the knight in shining armor coming in on like this white horse because he's very romantic. He's very in touch with his feelings. And I'm only saying he because it's a guy on the card, but it's a male version on the card, but male or female, this is you like really having empathy for others but using your emotions when you need to. And he's very romantic. He leans into his heart's feelings. He's he's a very romantic guy, you know. He is like, yeah, he's the romantic of the bunch. So, and this is your energy, so you could be leaning a little more into feelings that you have, not only for yourself but for others as well. It could be a little bit of an emotional day. And then this is what we have. This is the advice from our spirit guides. So 10 of Wands here is like carrying too much. Like I always say, make 2 trips, man, or ask somebody for help. Don't try and carry all that stuff by yourself all in one trip. So we might need to make sure that we're getting rest when we need it. And, you know, don't be trying to carry too much today. The advice from your spirit guides is like, don't take on more than you can handle. Don't carry more than you can handle because you're just going to like throw your back out and it's going to make it harder for you in the long run. So just take your time. Don't rush. Even if you feel like you have a ton of responsibilities or a ton of weight on your shoulders, just realize that like it doesn't always have to all be on you, you know. Maybe all that weight doesn't have to be on you. You don't have to handle everything all at once, all by yourself. So just do what you can to like lighten the load a little bit today. 10s in tarot is a number of completion. So you could be completing a cycle, but the advice from your spirit guides is don't rush it, you know. It'll happen in divine timing. And this 4 of Swords here is always a card of rest and relaxation. So especially if you are completing this cycle, make sure when you do finally accomplish your goals, make sure that we're taking the rest that we need and the recuperation that we need to move on to our next adventure, right? Because this is what we need to work on. So we need to work on taking a break, right? Clearing your mind, recovery, reflection, and mental preparation for what's next. And they say that this image up here in the glass is actually like their dream. Like you're dreaming. You're giving yourself the time and the deep sleep that you need to develop your dreams, you know? You can't dream if you don't sleep. So you really need to, this is what we need to work on. We need to work on taking rest when we need it. And I love that the final outcome for today is the Ace of Wands. This is amazing. This is a passionate new beginning. So it says here, creative spark. Go for it. New endeavors. Energized potentials. And you're motivated. You're motivated because this passion is ignited inside of you. And also I love that this hand is just coming out of this cloud. Like, it's like your higher power is just kind of like handing you this new idea, or it's just coming out of nowhere, you know, and something is sparked inside of you. It's something passionate too. And this is, so something today is really going to ignite your passions. And I feel like if you take the rest that you need, you'll have a lot of clarity on what this passion is. Like if you can give yourself a minute to relax your mind and your body, then yeah, these creative new ideas will come to you. So I really like this. I like this reading a lot so far. Yeah. And you know, with the Knight of Cups, with you being this like romantic, empathetic, this being your energy today, I think it's going to work out for you. Like, I think if the only bad thing about being empathetic for others is sometimes their energy wears off on us, and then that can be one more burden on us, right? That can be just adding to the weight on our shoulders, and which is really like taking away from our rest, right? Because when we feel burdened, it's harder for us to get the rest that we need. So just be careful with your empathetic side today, because if you don't want to take on too much. I do love that there's like this bold King of Wands energy and lots of wands, very passionate, you know. These tarot card readings are all about the reader's interpretation of the cards. And you know, when it's funny that I talked about Elena alive in the beginning of this video, because she actually said on her last video, I think she said something close to like astrology is kind of like the weather. And I think that the same stands for tarot too. Like tarot's kind of like the weather, right? So just because the weather says, oh, it's going to rain tomorrow, it doesn't mean that it's going to rain where you're going to be, or it doesn't mean that you're going to get soaking wet and have a terrible rainy day. It could just mean that, you know, you decide to stay inside that day, and I'm paraphrasing, but this is similar to what Elena said. And it's really true when it comes to like tarot and astrology. And even another person that I watch is Minnow Tarot. And because I like to watch him for like my own readings, but he always says tarot is a loose guidance at best. So this doesn't mean, you know, anything. This is just what I'm reading for the energies for this Saturday. And so it's not like anything has to exhaust you, you know, but this is just things to watch out for. This is advice from your spirit guides saying, be careful that you're not carrying too much. So, but with the Knight of Wands being the energy of the day, I do feel like there is some kind of strong in all the wands. I mean, honestly, wands are very motivational. They make you want to push, you know. They're a very ambitious suit in the tarot, and it can give you a lot of energy because of this passion. Because when we're passionate about something, it's easy to put energy into what we're passionate about, right? Like, I could read these cards all day, every day, because I love them. Wow, look at the first clarifier out, the Ace of Wands. Wow, amazing. I mean, I was going to put this here, so, this is amazing also. King of Wands with the Ace of Wands as a clarifier. I mean, this is like you taking the lead in following your passions. You using this new idea, right? These brilliant new creative ideas that are popping into your head really quickly. You're taking the lead and using these ideas to motivate yourself and others in order to push yourself forward, right? This guy is going forward. He's moving right towards this this Ace of Wands here, right? This Knight of Cups looks like he's getting ready to push himself forward to complete this cycle, take the rests he needs, and then use these new ideas to be the King of Wands, to step into his leadership position. And really, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Holy moly, guys. This is pretty cool. 3 aces? Holy moly. Alright, we're going to try and get clarifier for the final outcome. What do we have here? 3? Oh, shucks. Alright, that's cool. So clarifiers for the outcome. Okay, guys, so we have the Ace of Wands as the clarifier. I mean, I love this energy for today. Something today is going to light a fire in you. And double aces right beside each other. This is the energy of the day and your energy. And this is why I get so excited about double cards, right? I use 2 decks, and there's like 78 cards in each deck, which is like, what, 164 cards, right? So I pull 10 cards, that's my plan. I pull 10 cards, 5 from one deck, 5 from another. So what are the chances? I mean, the odds of us getting both wands out of 2 separate decks when I only pull 5 cards, you know? So us to get the same card, that's like, I don't know, very like slim chances to me. So that's why it really blows me away when we get all these double cards like this. I mean, it just blows me away. The odds are so slim, and it's really just, in my eyes, it's our way of like our spirit team telling us, yes, if we take the rest we need, this wonderful new idea, this new creative spark is gonna unlock inside of us, right? And the energy of today, and this is us releasing something with the new moon, right? Releasing something and making room for these new brilliant ideas. And with the Ace of Swords, this is like some kind of new clarity coming in that you're realizing, like this, you tapping into your emotions and being truthful with yourself about what you feel and what makes you really happy, like that. This is going to unlock new beginnings. Aces in tarot are always new doors opening, new beginnings. And swords in tarot have to do with intellect and honesty and truth. So something here is switching. I mean, something here is opening up for you. If you just keep yourself open to receive it, something new is going to present itself to you. It's either going to be a new idea or a new passion or some kind of new truth that you discover about yourself. Maybe it is a passion that you find you're really honestly passionate about that you didn't even know, right? That's the benefit of trying new things. Sometimes when we try new things, we find out that we're either really good at something or we actually really love something that we never would have thought we would, you know. With the Four of Pentacles here being under the Ten of Wands, and this is the position of the advice from our spirit guides, we need to make sure that we're not holding on to anything too tightly. Like, pentacles are material possessions, can be very, earthly material, or finances and career. So we could be either carrying too much in our work, like we're holding on too tight to our career and we're working too hard for something that we're not passionate about, right? So we shouldn't be holding on to any materialistic possessions too tightly, because it should be about our true happiness should come from the inside, right? Not from what's surrounding us. So this guy is really holding on to his finances, but sometimes you have to, what's that saying? You have to put money in to get money back or something. Yeah, you don't want to hold on to your finances too much. You want to make sure that, and also I feel like this is not holding on to these burdens either, because this is the clarifier for the Ten of Wands. So this is like letting go of these materialistic burdens that are holding you down, you know, that are keeping you stuck in this position. He feels like he has to hold everything down, right? Or carry this big load by himself. And you don't have to. You can really let go of that. Stay solution focused and figure out ways to let go of these heavy burdens, or find someone to help you carry the heavy burdens, right? So with the next cards here, we have the Fool clarifying the Four of Swords. So the Fool is all about new beginnings, taking a leap of faith. And I feel like when we really rest our mind, we can think about things in a different way and don't overthink things. You know, sometimes we just have to jump in with both feet. And again, the sunshine in the background, there's some kind of happiness creeping up from this new beginning. Sometimes when we try new things, we find new passions, right? So I do feel like this is what we need to work on. We need to work on taking leaps of faith when we feel drawn to. If you feel it in your heart, follow it. If you've been thinking about doing something, trying something new, starting a business or switching careers or going on a trip, traveling, you know, the Fool is, he is like an explorer, you know. He just has like a little Charlie Brown stick and he's like ready to go anywhere. Look at him, ready to go. Like, he doesn't even notice that he's about to walk off a cliff. But sometimes when we jump off a cliff, we find something beautiful, you know. It could be water underneath there and we end up having a great day swimming or something like that, you know. But I do see here that you do need to rest in order to get these new opportunities. You need some rest. You can't keep dumping all your energy into lugging these sticks around, right? Because your final outcome here, the Ten of Pentacles, is ultimate happiness, ultimate financial stability, not just for you, but for your family too. This is like creating a legacy and creating family wealth, you know, not just wealth for you. So this new idea that you're having, any creative ideas that pop into your head, we need to be following that, because that could be the new beginning that unlocks this crazy abundant future, right? And we also got these two out with the clarifiers. So right away with this Four of Cups, the Four of Cups always makes me want to say it's a good time to be grateful. And, you know, Spirit could be trying to hand you a new opportunity, but you're just focused on the heavy weights you're already carrying. Like these cups here, he doesn't look that impressed with them, right? But he's still contemplating something over these cups and not seeing what's coming, the great new doors that are opening, you know. So again, clearing things out. You know, we won't have room for this new cup if we don't clear the stuff out. We're focusing on the wrong things, I think, also. But I do like this Knight of Swords here. I mean, I like that the knights are both kind of driving towards the Ace of Wands here. I do want to say, be grateful for what you have, but don't hold on to it too tightly, right? Be grateful for what you have, but not attached to it. And stay unattached to outcomes, too. Sometimes we just have to do things because we honestly feel in our heart that it's the right thing to do. And we need to stay out of our thoughts so much. Like, stay out of your mind, because your mind, I always say, your thoughts will lie to you, right? So if you're thinking you don't have that much, sometimes we actually have a lot more than a lot of other people, right? And we need to stay grateful for what we have while staying unattached to it, right? Not to like our family and stuff, but more materialistic things. And also, this can be a card, cups are always emotion. So it could be a card of saying, you know, you could be contemplating, like overthinking a little bit because you're carrying too much and your mind is too busy. So just calm it down a little bit. I'm really loving this reading, though. I think it's going to be a really great Saturday. I think something's going to come about that's really going to shift our perspective and make us think of something in a new creative way, you know, something that really resonates with you specifically. You know, it's like something's meant for you. Okay, well, I like it. I like all the aces. I mean, you can never go wrong with 3 aces. And the Fool, and I mean, lots of good cards here. So I like this reading. I like your energy, and I like the energy of the day. We just have to watch, because this is our advice from Spirit Guide is a little, you know, a little burdened, a little stressed, but nothing too serious, nothing we can't handle, right? God never gives us anything more than we can handle. So everything that's happening is happening for a reason, and it is going to lead you to somewhere better in the long run here. Even through times of struggle, sometimes through times of struggle, they can be our biggest life lessons. And that once we get past that, once we get over the hump and we're on the downward side of the mountain, that's when things start, you know, we can breathe a little bit, we can relax, we can silence our mind and open up our heart to these new awesome passions that are coming in. So we're going to try and get one more card here from the Moonology deck. Forgive and let your fear dissolve. So we have pushed through any insecurities. Even though full moons can be an emotional time, it's not a time to be insecure about yourself. And the things that we're insecure about, any quote-unquote weaknesses, we need to not focus on our weaknesses. We need to focus on our strengths, right? Push through our insecurities. Sometimes what we think is fear can actually be excitement. And sometimes our own insecurities, things that we're feeling insecure about, can be our biggest clue on what we need to work on, right? So if you're feeling insecure about something, or you're unhappy with a situation, or if you're unhappy with something in yourself or something in your life, you need to push through that insecurities by facing it head on and overcoming it, staying solution focused and figuring out a way to change that, right? A way to change our insecurities. A way to, if we're insecure about, you know, our weight, then we need to exercise and eat healthier. But if you have any, like most people have some kind of physical insecurity, we need to find a way to move past that. Stay solution focused. Also, I just noticed there's 2 Cancer symbols. So we have a first quarter moon in Cancer and the full moon in Cancer. So I could have some Cancers here watching. Also, the full moon in Pisces, that's what's today. So yeah, this is the full moon in Pisces. And the full moon in Pisces it can be very emotional, but it's all about releasing those emotions, letting go of the past and not repeating old cycles, right? Forgive the past, forgive and forget, right? We don't have to forget, because I know that's the harder part, but we do need to forgive, and so we can let go and move on to something better. We need to release these emotions, forgive ourselves and others for anything that we're holding on to. It's time to forgive that. It's time to release that. Because, you know, when you're holding on to these things that we've done wrong ourselves, or things that others have done wrong to us, when we're holding on to that instead of forgiving it, the only person it's really hurting is us, right? So we need to, it's not a good time to, and this is all about let your fears dissolve, push through your insecurities, forgive. This is all about releasing. It's crazy. I can't believe this card came out. The full moon on Pisces, and it is the full moon. This is the day of the full moon in Pisces. So what an awesome card. Okay, I am going to read out of the book just for this middle one, since it came out on the day, you know, of it. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. The cards always amaze me. Okay, so it says, forgive. Be careful that you're not coming at your current situation with your mind made up. This card is a reminder that life is an unfolding mystery. You need to go with it, right? Let go of resistance so things can flow smoothly. This card is a reminder that life is an unfolding mystery, and you need to go with it. Instead of trying too hard to tick every box for your dreams to come true, fall into the dreams a little. It could well be that's what's blocking your current manifestation, is that you haven't forgiven yourself or someone else for something that's happened in the past. Yeah, we can't live in the past. I mean, to boost your manifestation powers, forgive yourself or anyone else who needs forgiveness. Manifesting balance. Strike a balance between all of your duties and what you need to do for inner peace. Okay. Wow. What a powerful card. This is what you think. You think you have all of these duties, right? But you need to find that balance between a better way to get all these sticks where you need them to go, and while finding your inner peace. You know, you can't carry all this and keep your inner peace. You can't do both. So you need to delegate here. And then I love these little affirmations. It says, I forgive everyone who needs it in my life. It is done. Yeah, what's done is done. We need to let it in the past, right? I think I said last week that I've been reading The Power of Now, and it's amazing how he talks about time and how we give the past energy, but it's all in the now, right? Like, the only way we can give the past energy is you're still having that memory of the past in the current moment. So, I mean, you need to really utilize the now. What's happening now? I like to ask myself, is anything really wrong in this very moment? Like, center yourself, make yourself present in the moment. Don't live in the past or the future. Be present in the right now. And, I mean, being present in the now really makes you appreciate things on like a whole nother level. It helps you to let go of your fears, because are they really fears, or is it something that you're projecting? Is it something that didn't even happen yet that you're projecting in the future? You know, your mind is saying, oh, what if this happens? Or are you judging it by past experience, right? It could be something new. The fears that we say that we have, it's normally either something that we're holding on to in the past or something that we think will happen in the future. Well, don't think about past or future. Just be in it right now. Are you really scared of anything right now? Are these fears real? Are they worth it for you to hold on to? Or is it something that you just need to face and get it over with? And if you bring yourself to the present moment, forgive yourself for everything that has happened in the past. Let go of these insecurities and just forgive yourself. And forgive yourself for being insecure. Everybody has insecure moments. We just can't live there, right? We need to live right here, right now. And if you ask yourself if anything's wrong right now, normally it's no. Like, is anything happening to me right in this very moment? No, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm good. Right? So be present. And I'm still amazed that that card came out. So cool. Okay, and then the last cards we're going to get for you is the Soul's Journey. I like to get these out around the full moon, normally, just to see what might need released that I don't know, right? So what needs released that we can't see? What are we going to release today for the full moon for this Saturday? Ooh, a bunch came out. Empathy is on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, because you're like the Knight of Cups today. So your energy is the Knight of Cups, which is very empathetic. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Okay, that's really good advice always. Yes, health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Yeah, we need to take care of our skin suits, our physical vessels, right? Because without health, nothing really matters. Purpose. I know what I am here to do. Huh. Wow, interesting. And then we have self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Yeah, I love this. I love this self-esteem card with this push through any insecurities, because, you know, we're all individuals. We all possess our own individual gifts. And these insecurities, yeah, we really need to let our fears dissolve, push through our insecurities, and know that we're strong, you know, our self-esteem, our gifts, we need to step into those gifts, grow them, and it'll grow your self-esteem. So I really like this. I like that we do need to, it's a good day for maybe doing some physical activity, something to get your heart pumping a little bit, get your blood flowing. That's always good for me. It helps me calm my mind, and it always makes me feel better. Also, exercise can release endorphins, which is like a natural happiness release, you know? And with this purpose card, I feel like by releasing this stuff, by releasing these fears and insecurities and forgiving yourself, it's going to help you get that much closer to knowing your true purpose, your soul's purpose, right? Your life's purpose. And finding that clarity. Like, we do have the Ace of Swords here. So this new, we have double aces. So this Ace of Wands, this new idea could be giving us the clarity that we need to get that many steps closer to our purpose, our true purpose, right? And when we find our true purpose, like knowing your place in the world and knowing your soul's path, you know, what you're really meant for. Everyone is meant to find their true happiness, their true emotional fulfillment. And I feel like unlocking our life's purpose, you know, that can help with that. And if you already have, that's wonderful. But I feel like it's kind of a lifelong journey. Like, our purpose changes over time, just as we do. So, but I feel like we are definitely getting some kind of clarity today. Let go of what no longer serves you so that we can make room for what does, so that we can make room for this clarity in moving towards our life purpose. Wow, what a deep reading. I mean, very powerful messages. I love it, though. If anything resonated with you, or if you want to tell me what you're releasing, what you want to release this full moon, that would be really cool. If you got anything from this reading, please give me a big thumbs up. And I appreciate you so much. I hope everybody has a great, productive, freeing full moon. And I hope you get time to, like, calm your mind and, you know, lean into these new opportunities, these new truthful, passionate opportunities, okay? Thank you so much, guys. So much love. I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. Okay, peace.